What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today I'm here to show off a bit of God of Rock. This is a game in development by Modus, and it is a mashup of rhythm and fighting genres, which is something that I didn't expect. It's definitely a pleasant surprise and a refreshing take on rhythm and fighting games in general. I'm going to show off a bit of what's to come here, but I just want to say personally, definitely enjoying the music here. The title theme is also a bop, and it's playing in the background here. It's not something that you get to play as a track in the game at this time, which I looked through the entire music track to find, but fortunately it wasn't there. Either way, the music selection in the game, which is super important for any rhythm game, is somewhat diverse. It's really nice. There's over 30 tracks just in this demo. And if you want to get your hands on the game itself, I believe a Steam Next Fest demo should be available sometime on or after February 6th. So if you would like to give this a shot yourself, feel free to check out Steam Next Fest at that time. You can already pull up the game in Steam and wishlist it if you want to do that. So, if you'd like to take a moment to do that while you watch this, feel free. But either way, we're going to go through a few things here and just go over some of how the game works, and you'll see everything. Here's the character select screen. We got 7 characters to choose from. All their special moves are different, and they have different effects too. So deciding which character you want to play as is going to have a big effect on how your opponent has to play around what you do, and also going to play into the strategy that you have on activating your special moves, since they'll behave differently. So that's definitely a good thing. You want variety in your fighting game characters, and that's something that they definitely offer here. We have 30 different tracks, which is a pretty hefty number to put into a demo. I don't know how far out this game is from release, but good variety of music to start with the rhythm game demo is always a good thing to me. So we'll jump into a practice fight here. We're going to go with Hilda, the character that they have you try out in the initial tutorial of the game, and we're going to play against Ziggy, which seems to be like some alien spaceman. Kind of looks like a goblin. But here you can see the actual heads-up display of the game. You have your character health bars at the top, and you have your note chart. After about 4 bars into the song, you start getting your notes coming across, and when you push the first button, you have the ability to activate special attacks. Now, you're going to need to have those memorized before you actually start trying to play anybody, because you have to put those in pretty quick. You can see the input commands to the left of that little special word above your bar staff, and you have to put in the commands pretty quickly. If you don't execute them after putting in the commands, I think it'll drop the commands, so you have to start over from scratch, and that makes it so that there's definitely an element of high execution here, especially as the notes pick up in difficulty and rhythm, just get faster and more complex. Your special attacks all have their own cooldowns. You'll see those in those little glowing meters next to the word special. They also have levels. Green, red, and blue are levels 1, 2, and 3 respectively. And you have an EX move that uses up some of your ultra meter. For most characters, some characters work a little differently, so you'll have to make sure that you play it according to however their mechanics work. And then there's a super, which every character has, and that requires that the ultra meter be completely filled up. So that gives a good number of different abilities to every character, on top of you just having to learn the different note selections for every song's note chart, which, like any rhythm game, is going to be somewhat of a challenge, as well as a test of your ability to memorize and practice the rhythms for every song, which already looks like they're doing a bang up job here. Now, we're going back into the simple mode of the song that I just played. This They offer a simple and a normal note chart for every song. I would recommend when you're first getting into the songs to go ahead and try out the simple versions. That way you can kind of get used to the rhythm and music, which will help you play them. And it also just makes it so that it's easier to learn how to play the game, which is a welcome addition. You know, not everything needs to be super hard when you first get into it, especially if you aren't going in super competitive. That said, I believe if you are going head to head with anybody, it defaults to the normal note chart, so you'll want to practice that if you want to actually be super good at the game. Either way, the mechanics and stuff for the game kind of come into play once you get past all that. There's a reversal system. I mentioned before that the special attacks have levels 1, 2, and 3, and then after level 3, there's your whatever your EX is and your Ultra. Your Ultra kind of eclipses everything else, and as long as you use a stronger attack than your opponent right before they activate, or right when they activate theirs, you can reversal it. So it makes for a pretty crazy spectacle while you're playing. But that's gonna be it for explanations. I lost some of the footage. Recorded one additional song after this, but it failed on me. So if you guys like this, let me know, and I'll see if I can get a couple more songs recorded and put up. And yeah, that will pretty much be it. I'll let you enjoy the rest of this, and until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and have a good one, folks. If you want to check out the demo for this, it should be live February 6th when it goes up for the Steam Next Fest, and you can check it out for yourselves then.